yo. Oh, what's up, Maddie? Dang, Maddie, 2 Bitcoin in the house. Maddie, 2 sats. What's up, Maddie? Good to see you in here. What's up? Round of applause from the live studio audience for Maddie. Cheers. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We're back. It's Monday. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late. I'm starting half an hour later because, honestly, I got sidetracked. I got sidetracked making these QR codes. I made the QR code with the show logo in the middle. Look, I'll show you. Boom! So now this is scannable. You can scan this QR code and it'll send you to my... Oh yeah, down here. It'll send you to my Romancaster at strike.me so you can donate, right? Anyway, so I just got carried away making those. And then once I started making those, I was like, well, I should make some for the show. So I made some stickers that are QR codes, and it says stackbitcoinshow.com, and I can stick those QR codes on, like, just do a sticker campaign around town, you know? So excited about those. Anyway, that's what I got distracted on. So sorry, I looked up at the clock and I was like, oh shoot, I was like 2:15. I was like, oh man, I'm way late. So it is what it is. What's up, Carlos Aramillo in the house? Carlos, thanks for tuning in. Let's go. Did you add up? Sorry, Matthew says, did you add up how much Bitcoin you gave away through the years? You too generous. But I stopped giving away Bitcoin about a year ago, Matthew. I stopped giving away. We were doing the 1,000 sats for new subscribers. I think I must have given away, I want to say like maybe 30,000 sats, 40,000 sats the most. So not too bad. But I stopped giving Bitcoin away on the show. I stopped doing the 1,000 sats for new subscribers because I realized I can't be saying that Bitcoin is the most scarce thing you can own and how scarce it is and how every single sat counts and be promoting that idea and then just giving it away. So I felt like giving it away was against the concept of what we're trying to get across here, I guess, right? So that's why I stopped giving it away. And there's still people that ask, like, where's my 1,000 sats? I even took down that short, so nobody asks for it anymore. But yeah, it's been a while since we did that. We've been doing pretty good. Been stacking hard ever since. I think when we started the show, we were doing $5 buys, and then we moved it up to $10 buys, and now we're doing $20 buys Monday through Friday. So we're still stacking like crazy. And you'll see later on for the stack recap how much Bitcoin we have so far. And man, we're trying to document the process of getting to one whole Bitcoin. And the price is getting away from us. I don't think we'll ever get there, but it's still going to be fun trying. So that's a quick update, Matt. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad to see you in here. All right, let's get into the first segment of the show, which is, of course, said the horse, the Bitcoin strength. Today, the price of Bitcoin is an amazing $119,983.25 Bitcoin. You can buy 833 Satoshis for a single dollar. There it is, right there. 833 Satoshis for a single dollar. What is a Satoshi? A Satoshi is a fraction of a Bitcoin. Just like a dollar is made up of 100 cents, a Bitcoin is made up of 100 million Satoshis. If you can buy that many Satoshis, you in essence have a whole Bitcoin. Why is it important to highlight that every single episode after 2 years, 1 month, and 14 days of stacking live on the show? Because you never know who's new, who might be popping in, and they need to understand the basics, that you don't need to save up to buy Bitcoin. You save in Bitcoin. That's how we do it, okay? Let's say you're walking down the street minding your own business. You look down, you see a penny, you pick it up, and all the day that penny could get you today, 8.3 Satoshis, 8 Satoshis. When we started the show, we were getting 39 Satoshis for a single penny. Now we're just getting about 8. That's pretty wild, right? For me, seeing Bitcoin at 833 Satoshis for a single dollar, that seems so crazy. We used to get 4,000 Satoshis for a dollar, right? And then we were super impressed when it dropped down to, another block was just found. Block 905,562 on the Bitcoin time chain was found. Super cool, right? 833 Satoshis for a dollar. It's so low. I remember when we were looking at it and saying, man, it'll be crazy when it goes below 1,000, right? Now it's below 1,000 and on its way to below 700, right? That is nuts. That's nuts. And It's crazy. Can you imagine when we get to one Bitcoin equals, one Satoshi equals 1 penny? That's crazy. Anyway, that is the Bitcoin strength. That's it. That's the Bitcoin strength, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Yeah, it's wild. So I hope you guys have been doing well. I had a great weekend with the fam. We did a bunch of spending. Unnecessary spending. We had some sushi. As you can see, I put the sushi pictures in the Discord server. So if you're on our Discord server, it's just a Discord server for us to get along and say what's up. It's Bitcoin only, and if you need help figuring something out, I have a bunch of links in there, a bunch of referral links for the stuff that I promote and support, and I personally use. So if you want to check that out, you can join our Discord server by going to, let's see, !Discord. I think it still works. I think it's gonna take us to stacksatshow.com/Discord. Let's see what it does. Anyway, the link will pop up in the chat if you want to join our Discord. Anyway, there it is. Yeah, stacksatshow.com/Discord. I need to add that to my Stack Bitcoin Show URL. But we're doing good. We're doing good. Anyway, that's where we're at. That's where the party continues after the show is over. And that's where I posted my celebratory sushi. Sushi. I mean, I took the kids, took the wife. We had a blast. We had a bunch of sushi. It was good. And that was at 112K. Now Bitcoin is hit 123K. How crazy is that? How radical is that? So cool. So with Bitcoin at $123,244, that's the new all-time high. $123,244.78. And yeah, we're back down to 120,000, but still, that's huge. That's huge, right? Will we ever see 100K again? I don't know, right? And the question of the day is, should we be buying Bitcoin at this level, at this new all-time high of 123,244? It took a little pullback to 120,000, but even then, should we be buying Bitcoin at 120,000? What do you guys think? You guys know what I'm gonna say. I say keep buying Bitcoin. I keep buying Bitcoin regardless of the price, because as long as the fiat system continues to exist and continues to print money into oblivion, Bitcoin has no top. Right? Bitcoin has no top as long as the money printer keeps going, right? And I think finally, we're starting to see the effects of all that buying that's been happening since Bitcoin ETFs got approved and all that stuff happened, and all those companies started taking Bitcoin as a treasury reserve, right? I think we're finally starting to see those effects. I don't know. It's crazy. Like I don't see this stopping. And again, I'm not saying that because I know something you don't know. It's just feelings, guys. I don't have any kind of proof that Bitcoin's going to continue to go up or that Bitcoin's going to go down. All I have is a knowledge that the way the system works, the way the money works right now, right? As long as we continue to print money, the price of Bitcoin is going to reflect that loss in purchasing power of the dollar. So it's going to continue to go up in terms of dollars, right? And as more and more people find out that Bitcoin is the best hedge for inflation, they'll start to buy Bitcoin as well. And that new demand cannot be satiated with new supply since Bitcoin is capped. Therefore, the only thing that can change when more demand comes to Bitcoin is the price. That's the only elastic part of Bitcoin, the price and the demand. The supply is fixed. So it's easy, right? Because if there's more demand and the supply stays the same, actually probably the supply is even getting less, because even though there's new Bitcoin being minted from the 21 million that's already that's a max supply, from the 21 million from the Bitcoin that hasn't been released yet, there's still probably a lot of Bitcoin still being lost today, or Bitcoin that people don't realize is lost, right? Bitcoin that hasn't moved in a long time, and it maybe hasn't moved in a long time because those people are like godly level hodlers, or they had it, they lost that device it was on, and they never worried about it ever again in their life, and those Bitcoins are gone, right? I wonder how many Bitcoin have been lost since the beginning of Bitcoin. I wonder what the actual supply of of available flowing Bitcoin is at this point, right? Who knows? Right? I'm sure there's a way to figure it out. Like say like wallets that haven't moved any Bitcoin for the past 14 years, right? Since Bitcoin's only 16 years, right? How long of a limit do you give it, right? Anyway, the point is that I think Bitcoin is more scarce than we think it is at this point. Like there's more of it has been lost than we think. So anyway, it's a donation to the rest of us that have Bitcoin in our own custody and we're able to move it around. The lost Bitcoin makes our Bitcoin more scarce, so it makes it more valuable, right? All right, so that is the quick and dirty Bitcoin strength. Let's get into the next topic of the show, right? We call that topic why we stack. Why do we save in Bitcoin? If you're new to the show and you're wondering, all right. You're talking about Bitcoin all this whole time and you're buying Bitcoin all the time. I get it, but why? Why should I do that? Isn't it better to buy real estate? Isn't it better to buy stocks and bonds, 60-40, whatever it's called, that portfolio, right? No, it's not. It's not. Okay? What you need to understand is whatever asset you're investing in has to make you at least 10% profits year over year in order for you to beat what we call the hurdle rate. What is the hurdle rate, Roman? The hurdle rate is the hurdle rate is basically the rate of inflation. Okay? If the money supply is expanding by 10% each year on average, right? That means that the purchasing power of your money is going down by 10%, right? So if you invest your money and you make a profit of 5%, you didn't beat the hurdle rate. The hurdle rate is 10%. So that means that in your mind, if you look at it strictly in terms of dollars, you did make a 5% profit, which is great, right? But since the whole system is moving, since the whole money matrix is moving around you, right? And the money matrix lost you 10% of value, then you only really made minus 5% of profits, right? Because your 5% profits minus the 10% profits, it means you did a minus 5% profit. Yeah, it still looks like you got 5% more dollars, but those 5% more dollars don't buy you as much as they used to a year ago, okay? So you feel like you're getting richer, but you're not. Your purchasing power is being debased, even though the nominal value, even though the nominal count of your dollars in the bank account are going up, or savings account, wherever you have money saved, okay? And if real estate's making you 5 or 6%, you're losing. You're getting poorer, okay? And if your stock portfolio is making you 10%, then you're treading water. You are not getting richer. You're not getting poorer. You're just staying up with inflation, okay? And that's the simplest way to detail it, okay? Bitcoin so far is doing about 50% year over year. We've seen it in our experience here on the show, saving every day, Monday to Friday, every weekday. We've seen that. We're up about 50% year over year. We've been doing the show for 2 years, 1 month, and 14 days. Okay? So, slow and steady, we keep stacking, and you'll see that the best asset class to invest and the best way to save your money for long term is Bitcoin. And we prove that here on the show every day. And we're going to jump into that a little bit later, show you guys the actual savings we've been doing with actual numbers, with actual buys. Okay? But to wrap this segment up with a nice little bow tie, let's just get this statement out there and done for the people to hear. Saving in Bitcoin is like traveling back in time and giving yourself a perpetually increasing retroactive raise for the hours you've already worked for as long as you hold the Bitcoin that represents those hours. Boom. Done. And I got it right at the end of the music. Nailed it. All right, boys, that was why we stack. If you're new here and you have any questions about Bitcoin, how to buy it, how to hold it, how to take it off the exchange, all that stuff, put it in the comments. Or if you're watching the replay, leave a comment. I'll respond to that in the following video, or I will respond to it with by typing in the response. Okay. Let me know. I'm free. I am available to questions because our audience right now is small. Later on, as the audience grows and my time becomes more limited, I will have to charge for answering questions for somebody, right? But for now, I'm not charging anything. I'm trying to be as helpful as I can to the new people that are starting with Bitcoin. So hit me up. Take advantage of it, okay? Because as the price of Bitcoin continues to go up and up and up, I know I'm gonna start getting people asking me to help them set up their wallets, help them set up their DCA strategy, right? All that stuff. I can help you with that. And if you need help with that, if you want to say, you know what, I don't want to do it publicly. I don't want to be on the chat and ask you a question. I want to just ask you a question directly. Let's get on a Zoom call. Hit me up, and we'll figure something out. I'll give you my pricing, and I can help you set up a Bitcoin strategy where you're gonna do how you're gonna save in Bitcoin, where you're gonna buy your Bitcoin, how you're gonna take Bitcoin off the exchange, how you're gonna store it safely, and in a way that you have a backup seed phrase and all that stuff is done with like what I would say good Bitcoin hygiene, right? But yeah, I'll help you get all that stuff done. Just hit me up, we'll figure it out. Okay. All right. That's it as far as the why we stack. Let's get into the next topic of the show, guys. This is one of the most fun topics of the show right now because Bitcoin is pumping so hard that, I mean, who doesn't want to see their stack grow, right? I mean, that's freaking awesome. Okay, so let's jump into it. Let's get into the next segment of the show that we like to call the Stack Recap, because we don't only talk about stacking Bitcoin here Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern. We actually do it every weekday. And this is our proof of stacking, our proof of work. We are stacking here. In 2025, we started stacking $20 buys and sometimes 40. A lot of the times at the beginning of the year, we stack double stack because the price dips. So far we've stacked $4,380 in 2025, and that is currently worth $5,613.63 for a gain of 28.17%. Not bad at all. And then in 2024, we did the same thing. We just bought Bitcoin every weekday. And there's a result. Oh, we're at 100% gains. That means we doubled our money, right? In 2024, we saved $7,245.47 into Bitcoin and accumulated 0.122422217 Bitcoin. That Bitcoin today is worth $14,688.98 for a gain of 99.97%. Let's just call it 100%. We doubled our money so far since 2024, which is not even a whole year ago. I mean, it is a year ago, but some of the buys are not even a year old yet, right? But overall, on average, we've doubled our money just saving a Bitcoin in 2024, right? So that's even being the average right now. We like to say 50% year over year to be safe, but it's already 100% in less than a year. Well, in about a year, right? In 2025, we did the same thing. We started from scratch, saving $20 a day, and that $20 has grown. That $20 a day, we just did that one. Dang, okay, we just did that one. Okay, good. Now let's go to the full lifespan of the show, the whole strategic Bitcoin reserve for the Stack Bitcoin show. There it is. We've saved $15,209.98 so far, and it's currently worth, that stack that we've been DCAing is currently worth $33,182 for a gain of about 118%. We're well over doubled our money, right? And we've also done other things along the way for the show to stack additional Bitcoin, and that has helped us get closer and closer to 1 BTC, which is the goal. The goal is to have this show document the whole process of getting to 1 Bitcoin. I hope we can get there, right? But there it is. We're currently at 0.39516681 Bitcoin. Crazy. And with the USD value of $47,422.70. That's how much it's worth right now. I've also added these two fields over here for us to get pumped and motivated to stack a little harder. We are currently 0.0048319 Bitcoin away from 0.4 BTC for the show. $579.97 right now will get us to 0.4 Bitcoin. Okay, so that's how far away we are from the next hundredths, no tenths, from the next tenths position. So to go from 0.395 to 0.4, We are $579 away at this point. As the price of Bitcoin goes up, of course, this value will go up, so we'll be further away in terms of dollars. But in terms of Bitcoin, we're 0.04 Bitcoin away. So anyway, I started added that. I thought I would just add that to make it a little bit more interesting, give us something more to cheer about, I guess, right? Let's make this a little bit spaced here. Boom. There you go. Yeah, that works. That works. Oh, music. All right. So next order of bit. Yeah, that's it. That's the stack recap right there. Any questions? Hit me up. Put it in the comments. Let's keep it going. Let's do a little bit more of a recap here since Maddie is here, and I don't think he's aware of all the stuff we've been doing since then. We've been doing a 100-day Bitcoin savings challenge. Did I update this? 7/14, so 12. Where's 13? Oh, that is 13. 13. That is 13. I need to buy today for this. Okay, the 100-day Bitcoin savings challenge is the second time we do it. We are 50 days in. I need to do one more buy today, so it'll be 50 days in. And we've set aside $1,582, and it's currently worth $1,786. Our savings for the 100-day Bitcoin savings challenge are up 12.9%, almost 13%. It's pretty good. It's pretty cool. If we had been saving in dollars, we wouldn't be up an additional $200 here, see? So saving in Bitcoin is effective even in the short, even in the medium term. This is like a 3-month savings plan, right? So even in a 3-month savings plan, we're up about $200. That's pretty good. It's beneficial. Okay, but anyway, when we're done with this challenge, we're not going to sell anyway. So anyway, Reclaimed Bitcoin is doing pretty good. Stuff we've sold and immediately use the proceeds to buy Bitcoin is going well. The KitchenAid we sold for $250 back when Bitcoin was 58K is now worth $505, or the Bitcoin that we got for that purchase is worth $505. That's pretty rad. It's pretty rad. That KitchenAid already doubled, right? My kayak that I sold for $700 is now worth about $797. So making progress there too. It's pretty sweet, pretty sick. Graphics card that I sold for $260 is now worth $217. A sewing machine that I sold for $80 is now worth $177. Dang. Anyway, making profits. We're up about 53% overall on all of the reclaimed Bitcoin things that we've been doing. Let's see, the Stack Bitcoin show. So the 21 Moto project is still underway, and yeah, we're getting we're up 74% on the gains we had on that savings, and we're at 988. We need 988 miles fewer to break even on this Grom. So that's pretty good. What's this one? Oh, it's the template. All right. If you want to track your buys, like I track my buys here, you can go to stackbitcoinshow.com/sheet. Oh no, stack sheet, and it'll give you this template. Okay. It'll actually look like this. And then you'll go over to the very top right. Wait, is that right? No, that's not right. That's not right. Oops. Hang on, let me find it. Is that it? Right there. Yeah, that's it right there. So this is the old one. Let me get the... I think it's this one. I made it one that doesn't have all of my data in it, so that way it's easier for you. You don't have to go through and clean it up. And I just updated it, so this is the new one. It's going to show like this. It's going to show like this. And I made it so that you have the yellow fields is where you guys can edit stuff, right? And it won't affect any of the formulas. You edit the yellow part, you add the date you purchased it, and how much the Bitcoin price was, how much you paid for what you got, and then how much Bitcoin you actually got. And then this part will update automatically. It'll tell you if it's red in the negative or green in the positive. And then it'll add it to all this table over here, so you can keep track of your gains and losses on this buy, on all the buys, right? And all you have to do is click on this button up here that says use template, and it'll let you make a copy of this, and then you can put in your data there and track your Bitcoin purchases, right? Same thing with the 100 days Bitcoin savings challenge. If you want to do that formula, you can type in stackbitcoinshow.com/100 day 2025, and that'll give you the template for that one. There you go. Let's see if it works. Yeah, I'll take you to that one. And you can do your template to track your 100 day Bitcoin savings challenge. Just got to erase my data here and put in your data and track your 100 day savings challenge. Okay, so there it is, just like that. That's a lot of stuff. Andrew in the house. What up? ABW. Round of applause from the live city audience. What are you doing, Matty? Not seeing you on the cool. Catching up with the bros. I like it. All right, so that is the stack recap. Okay, of course, at $120,000 Bitcoin, we are well above our average buy price of $97,000 in 2025. So today, we're gonna buy $20 worth of Bitcoin, continuing to DCA to all-time high, DCA to BTC every weekday, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern. Let's do today's buy. Okay, we're gonna buy $20 worth of Bitcoin. And now that we know how much Bitcoin we're gonna buy, there's only one thing left to do. It's time to stack some Bitcoin. All right, let me get my phone. Do me a favor, guys, hit that like button if you're watching, chilling, enjoying the show. I need to grow this channel and get me to 500 subscribers. 500 subscribers is all I ask. Can I move this? There we go. 500 subscribers. That's what I need. I'm going to the Strike app over here. Strike. I'm gonna hit the buy button. Boom. I'm gonna buy $20 worth of Bitcoin today on the show. Hit next. It's punched up. It's ready to go. Select my payment method. Payment method selected. I'm gonna hit, and we'll cut the music. I'm gonna ask the Stack Bitcoin Show band to hit me with a drum roll. There it is. Hit confirm. Stacking $20 worth of Bitcoin right now for the Stack Bitcoin Show live on stream. Hit me with that like, guys. Hit me with that like and subscribe if you haven't already. This is what we do. We save in Bitcoin and chill. We stack the Bitcoin, we take custody of the Bitcoin, and we chill. That's all we do. That is the plan. Let's update the spreadsheet with today's buy right here. Today is 7/14/25, and the price of Bitcoin we deserve today is the highest price we've seen on the show. $120,447.50 Bitcoin. We bought $20 worth, and that got us 0.00016447 Bitcoin. $16,447. Sorry, Satoshis. How sad. How sad. What a crazy time. Only getting 16,000 Satoshis for $20. Dang. That kind of hurts a little bit. It kind of hurts. Going back down here to the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve and getting that data updated as well. Boom. And we are ever so slightly closer to 0.4 Bitcoin. Everything's in green. Everything is green except for today's purchase. Out of 563 purchases, only one is in the red. The one we did today. Everything else is in the green. Can you look at this spreadsheet and tell yourself, man, I wish I would have not bought Bitcoin? Come on. It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay. Yeah, our total so far for the show, for the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, is now 0.3953312.8 Bitcoin. And there it is, just like that. Dang, that's a giant QR code. I wanted to have this giant QR code. If I make it smaller, you won't be able to read the middle. It says Zap the Stack Bitcoin Show. But it's too gigantic. If I make it smaller, you can still kind of read it. That's good. We'll make it bigger right there. We'll do it. We'll do a balance. In between. Boom. Okay. That's good. There it is. If anybody has any questions for me, put it in the comments. Otherwise, I might have to start asking you guys questions. It is 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock right now. We're well past our normal airtime. I see 6 people in the viewers, or 6 viewers, or 4 people viewing. Do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button. Tap the screen for some hearts, and let's try to pump the channel up. Pump it up. If you're not subscribed, do me a favor, subscribe. It helps a lot to getting the word out, helping people understand what Bitcoin is. And in case you haven't noticed, I started doing some edited videos, so those are on the channel. I did a recap video, which is kind of our channel trailer, now, and that video is doing pretty good. I like it because I get to go back to see what the show was about. Yeah, and it's crazy to see it. It's crazy to see how far we've come. Okay, so I'm gonna play that video right now so we can have a little bit of a background on it, just because it's been a while. Not been a while, but I just want to play it because it's a good little recap, right? I'm gonna have to update the video again because we're at 120K and it's already out of date. So crazy. It's so wild. Here we go. Let me get the video queued up, guys. Give me a second. Where is it? Is this it? I need to do another video showing the gains we have so far. Okay, here. Put it up here. Do that.
I've been stacking my way to.
There we go. All right, I'm gonna play this. Can I play my own video? Sure, I can. I'm gonna get copyright strike myself. All right, let's watch this video for a reaction from all you guys. Here we go. Pause this. There we go. I'm putting it live, and I'm gonna react to my own video. Oh, wait. Here it is. Where is it? Oh my gosh, where is it? There, screen. Oh, look at my face. All right, here it goes. Before I got my haircut. Boom.
I've been stacking my way to 1 full Bitcoin live, non-stop, every Monday through Friday, every weekday for over 2 years straight.
Hi, welcome to Stack Sats Show, your beginner-friendly guide to saving and. Welcome back to another episode of the Stack Bitcoin Show. My name is Roman. I am your beginner-friendly guide to saving in Bitcoin. We've been saving in Bitcoin here for 2 years.
That's 430 plus live streams, $20 at a time, rain or shine. This channel is a real-time journey to reach 1 whole Bitcoin. Each stream has 4 parts.
The Bitcoin strength.
We check the Bitcoin price and break it down for beginners.
At the current price of Bitcoin, if you spend $1, you can get about 3,714 Satoshis. $105,463.80. That means that you can buy 948 Satoshis for a single dollar. What is a Satoshi? A Satoshi is a fraction of a Bitcoin. Just like $1 is made up of 100 cents, a Bitcoin is made up of 100 million Satoshis. Why we stack?
We talk about why Bitcoin matters, especially for savings.
Super simple. This is a portion of the show where we orange pill. We talk to you about why you should be saving in Bitcoin, and not because it's good for me, but because it's good for you. For example, did you know if you have a bunch of savings and they're in dollars, as the supply of dollars increases, the purchasing power of those individual dollars goes down and you are becoming less wealthy. You're able to buy less things with that same money. The stack recap, because we don't only talk about stacking Bitcoin here Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern. We actually do it.
The stack recap, where we go over our current holdings since the beginning of the show 2 years ago and review all of our buys, our current position, how much Bitcoin we're holding, and what it's currently worth.
Here's our spreadsheet. Oh, look at the spreadsheet. Today's the 22nd. It's the first day. 18,000 sats. First stack right there, guys. $5. And the current value of it, even though we spent $5, is about $4.93. There's our stack for 2025. $3,960 set aside so far, and it's grown to $4,526 for a 14% gain just in 6 months. In 2024, we saved aside $7,345 saved, and it's now worth $12,911 for a 75% gain just from the saving. It's just this is actual time. We've gained 25% on this Bitcoin right here since I put out this video, which is like not even a couple of weeks ago. Crazy. The price of Bitcoin was 105,000. Dang, dude, that's wild. All right, keep it going. Things we've done in Bitcoin in 2024. For the whole lifespan of the show since the beginning, May 22nd, 2023, we've set aside $14,769, and it's currently worth $28,734 for a gain of 94.55%. And now that we know how much Bitcoin we're going to buy, there's only one thing left to do. And still stacking. Time to stack some Bitcoin. Still stacking. All right, here we go. Let's do it.
Stack Bitcoin. And that is when we actually purchase $20 worth of Bitcoin at a minimum.
18,000 sats. That is our stack of the day. Our first stack, boys. Stacks. That was our first stack right there. Look at that. We bought $5 worth of Bitcoin. We got 18,000 Satoshis. May 22nd, 2023. Sats today. Congratulations. Drum roll, please. Buying $20 worth of Bitcoin right now on the Stack Bitcoin show for today's dollar cost average. There it is. After stacking Bitcoin for 2 years, 1 month, and 2 days, the final amount is 0.3776619. So it's about $40,000 worth of value right now.
If you're curious about Bitcoin but feel overwhelmed by all the noise, or maybe you started buying and want to stay consistent, or maybe you just want to see what a real DCA journey looks like without hype, without trading, just saving, and you're in the right place. I believe Bitcoin is the best savings technology ever created. I'm showing what it looks like to build a Bitcoin position one step at a time, and I'm inviting you to come along with me. So if you want to understand Bitcoin while actually seeing what happens when you save in Bitcoin, hit subscribe. I go live Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern. Remember, if you ain't stacking, you're slacking.
Boom! You're slacking, bros. All right, that was that was my own promo. Okay. All right. I don't see any questions coming through in the chat. I'm glad you guys showed up. Thanks for tuning in today, Maddie, Matthew J, ABW, Carlos Aramillo, Hard Hollow, of course. Oh, I missed Hard Hollow earlier. Round of applause for all you guys tuning in today. I appreciate you guys. You guys help out the show. Keep it going. And let me close this puppy out with the closeout song. There it is. Once again, wrapping up another episode of the Stack Bitcoin Show on a Monday. Dang. Slow and steady, guys. We keep going. Whether the price is 120,000, 150,000, 200,000, 250,000, we will continue to stack because that is our job. To DCA, to BTC, to DCA, to ATH, to DCA every day, every weekday at least, right? Hope you guys are doing well. I wish you guys the best the rest of the day. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode of the Stack Bitcoin Show. But until then, remember, if you ain't stacking, you're slacking. Bye.